What's up, guys? This is Chris. I'm out here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That behind me there is the Wanamaker Building, a famous store from the 1950s, I think. Now it's a Macy's. But I'm stoked to be out here. We're going to be going to Independence Hall. Maybe I'll do some filming out there, but I love coming to these awesome East Coast cities. It's it really motivates the shit out of me. And the reason why it motivates the shit out of me is because I love hearing about the history of our country. I love hearing about the history of the United States, especially the Revolutionary War and the path that we took to independence. Because when you read the documents and you experience the history, you see that these guys were, in fact, fucking revolutionaries. They were doing something that could have got them killed, right? And I love all my friends there in England. Nothing against you guys, but if King George had his way, everybody who signed our Declaration of Independence would have been tarred, feathered, and hung. But they still did it. And the reason why they did it was because, well, they had some interest in doing it. But they didn't want to live under anybody else's tyranny. They didn't want to live under any rules that they didn't make themselves. And I think about what a lot of us are going through in our own modern times as veterans. And I think about this image that's imposed on us, the image of somebody who can't mesh into society, the image of somebody who is ready to blow up at any instant, and it bothers me. It bothers me because I feel like we're having something imposed on us. And that's somebody else's idea of what life should be like. That's somebody else's idea of what a human being should be like. And I've got to ask you something. In this kind of whitewashed society that we've created, where there is no death, right? We take death and we hide it. We hide it in funeral homes, we hide it in hospitals. It's behind closed doors. Even the animals we slaughter, they're not out in the open like they used to be. We don't see our food actually getting killed. But who's more human? Is it somebody who's actually experienced things like fear, like danger, like death firsthand? Or is it somebody who has done nothing but experience these things secondhand? Seeing the body when it's all cleaned up in a coffin with makeup on it. Walking around their entire lives in places that have running water and a working sewage system, not experiencing squalor or pain or much of anything that really could induce a poor living standard on their part. Who's more human? Is it the person complaining about traffic right now, who is sitting on the freeway listening to their radio in their climate controlled car on, maybe they're playing something from the system on their phone or whatever's going on there? But who's more human, them or somebody who's actually been through actual pain, who's been through actual life experience, who's witnessed the worst of humanity and the best of humanity firsthand? And, to my civilian friends, I'm not trying to down you in any way. But what I'm saying to my veteran friends is this: why should we feel inferior compared to people that haven't experienced everything that humanity has to offer. Why should we feel like we're not able to function as human beings when we're possibly more human than most of the people surrounding us? And I guess the point of this is, I think that a lot of veterans underestimate themselves, and they underestimate their capacity for resilience. And if you listen to the first podcast episode that I put out, I talk a lot about resilience, and that is going through a hard experience and not becoming the person that you were before that, but becoming something better, something stronger, something less fragile, that can succeed, that can integrate those hard experiences into his life and push forward towards something more and something bigger. I think that if you've gone through hard experiences, and this goes for whether you're a veteran or not, the hard experiences should never be your excuse for not doing something. They should be your motivation for doing something. It just matters how you look at them. If you look at it as something that's an obstacle, if you look at it as something that is blocking you, or as something that's going to hold you back, then it will. But if you take it for what it is, if you take it for the fact that you've experienced more, and you probably have more human faculties than a lot of the people you see around you, and you probably do, though you don't understand it, you probably do have a greater capacity for feeling. I know a lot of you say you don't feel anything, but maybe we have to open ourselves up to that darker side. Maybe we have to open ourselves up to the horrible feelings that we feel. Maybe we have to understand that they're there and admit that they're there and learn about them a little bit more. Maybe we have to stop denying the fact that we've gone through these hard things. I know nobody's denying it, but I mean denying it in a way that we're not feeling what we're supposed to be feeling in order to heal, in order to become stronger. And maybe it just starts with us understanding that. Maybe it just starts with us understanding that this is part of the human experience. And that at a time when we didn't have iPhones, when we didn't have funeral homes to clean up our dead bodies, when we didn't have slaughterhouses to kill our food for us, maybe we have to realize that there was a time when these feelings we were feeling were part of the normal experience, the normal human experience. And maybe we have to understand that we're feeling more of what it means to be a human than most people. And that's not a disadvantage. That means that we have more, and we have more to work with, and we have the ability to become stronger. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. Maybe I'm going a little bit too deep, but let me know what you guys think. I want you to be strong. I want you to push through. And I want you never to feel like you're inferior to anybody else because of what you're feeling, because of these real human emotions that you're feeling. And I want you to use these emotions to become stronger, more productive, less fragile human beings. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll be taking you guys around, doing some sightseeing, and I love you all. Peace.